What do you attribute that mindset that you have? Like, because that sounds like, because it seems like it's kind of progressive. Okay.
The military for sure.
I don't think I realized you were part of the military. Did we talk about that before?
Maybe not. It
was 2 years ago, I guess.
I know we talked about, what's it called? How I Met Your Mother. I remember we talked about
we did. I did end up watching that, by the way.
I remember.
Yeah, I was texting you afterward. I watched the whole fucking thing. It was a good show. It was a good show.
I told you. I was like,
it took me a minute to get into it, I'll be honest. But once I did,
boom, you just explained my story. It took you a minute.
Yeah.
But eventually you got into it.
Damn, this guy's good. See? This guy's good.
Come on.
Dude, but seriously, it's always interesting to me with those passions and those, because as I said before, everyone has a different path and stuff like that. And what do you attribute, where does that come from originally? And you mentioned the military. What was your position in the military? How long?
25 uniform. I was an Army Reserve and 254th Quartermaster Company in York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that means.
I was put it this way. This is why I kind of was like, military maybe not for me. I was a signal support communications specialist. Radios. It's a fancy word for radios.
Okay.
In a laundry and bath unit. What the hell am I supposed to do here?
That's interesting.
So they were like, okay, I would set up the radio and boom. I would sit in front of radio. So like one tent can talk to another tent about its laundry and it's, we need a shower set up over there. Can we bring a shower over to so-and-so's? Boom. 12-hour shift.
So I guess my question is like, how did that help then? Like how did...
You're watching it. Patience.
Just patience. Okay, the patience payoff.
Patience.
Okay.
There's a lot of patience. And like just going to the schooling for it is a lot of tedious work. I'm like doing the same thing over and over and over again and just learning that process and doing it all over again and taking it apart and then bringing it back together, taking it apart, sitting in front of a blue screen and doing little tasks and things. You kind of learned a lot of things that you just never really did unless you were like espionage and like getting security clearance in the Pentagon, which I wasn't doing that in York, Pennsylvania. No. So I learned a lot more than I actually did. But that's like being in the military, just like the training and going through all that stuff. You weren't getting things done unless you did it. Your mom's not there, your dad's not there, your cousin, your brother, they can't come to help you to get this done. If it's like you need a place to sleep that night, you got to figure it out so you can have a place to sleep that night. Or like, okay, you need to report here with this uniform on. Where am I supposed to get the uniform?
Figure it out.
Well, it's all laid out for you. You just got to read, go do this, and then be back here at this time. Oh, is that all? They're kind of laying it out for you. People like, so if you fail at doing tasks, it's like, I don't know how are you going to make it in life? Which a lot of people don't. Normal people, the average person really doesn't make it in life, even when things are laid out for them. Just do this, that.
What do you think that is? Because I agree with you, but what do you think that is?
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
at the time, I'm 17, 18 years old. I'm like, I figured this out.
And it's not, and you're not, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, so I'll say it for myself, but it's not like, you ask those questions because it's not like I sit here and I think, again, like I'm so smart and that's where my success came from and everything like that. I'm better or anything. No. I'm genuinely curious why it's difficult for some people. And I'm sure there's a reason. I just like wish I could like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't feel like even with, sometimes you look back and like, oh, I've done some cool shit, but it's not like I did it because I'm so much smarter and had the right path. It's just like some shit just happened and I work hard at it, I guess, but like.
And you don't stop. That's the thing. Like, I think if you're consistent and you just like, kind of like, not every, now I don't equate this with like entertainment because entertainment isn't as simple as get this done, this done, this done. You make
this is just life. We're just talking about life.
This is just like before you even get to that, let's figure out life first.
Yeah. No shit.
So that's literally where having the patience and to just be like, oh, all I got to do is I want this. How do I get this? Okay, you need to get this, that, and then boom. Okay, I can do that. This isn't that hard. I have enough money for that, I think. And then report here at this time. That's pretty simple tasks.
Yeah.
But what I would notice in the military, like I said, between like 17 and 40-year-olds that I was like in like camps and all this stuff with, some people was like, man, why do I got to do that? Why this time? Like, I got to wear this? Man, why does it got to cost this much? Why does it got to, like, this doesn't make no sense. And then people are trying to just buck the system so much. I'm like, the system's not going to change. It's been like this for like 700 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's the military for a reason. Point. And not just ours. It's like that over in this country, that continent. So why are you trying to move a system that's never going to move for you?
Right.
And there's no way.
That's something you can't control. You can only control yourself. It goes back to that old adage too.
Okay, then I don't want it. I'm just gonna. Okay. Then so
you have that power. Luckily, we all have that power to make that decision.
You have that choice.
That choice, rather.
You have that choice, and a lot of people like just make these choices. It's like you chose to sign up for this organization that's been this way for so long. They're not going to move hell and high water because you're unhappy and you don't like the system of things. So let's see how the system. Just try it once again, like watching a series of. How I Met Your Mother.
Yep.
Just try it. Eventually, you know what? This isn't so bad.
Yeah.
I like this. Actually, I'm getting some enjoyment. Actually, I'm learning something. Oh my goodness. Then you kind of flow. You find yourself in the system, and now you're a part of the system. Now the system's kind of going to work for you because you made yourself a part of the system. And then that's where you start benefiting from the system. That's how life works.
Yeah. Again, we're all talking about life right now. We're not talking about ways to gain in entertainment, just like getting shit done.
But so many people try to buck life.
And it's so interesting though, because I keep saying interesting. I wish I wasn't saying the same fucking words a bunch of times, but that's how it works. But like in that, as you're talking about it, I'm thinking to myself, when you want people to question authority, like that's how I feel. Like you question everything because at the end of the day, we all wake up into consciousness. And I don't think any one of us knows better than the next person, truly. Like when you break it down to like, truly, what do you know? You don't really fucking know.
You have no idea.
But you try and do your best every time. So you put yourself in those situations. You try it. No one knows, so try it and learn it for yourself. Don't learn it from somebody else. Learn it for yourself.
Yeah.
And in that comes questioning authority, society, other people, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But there is a fine line because you want to question it, but still go like, what can I take from this too?
Right. And I think
there's two steps to it really.
That's always once again with choice. You can choose to question it or you can choose to learn from it or you can choose to work with it. Like my lady, Alexis over here, she flies planes. She has to read a lot of manuals, a lot of material. Guess what? Just because you don't like the material doesn't mean they're going to change it for you.
No.
The plane's going to still fly the same way.
Yeah.
She's not going to move this like, why do I got to hit this switch to turn this switch on? Why can't I just turn this switch on? Well, because the plane's not going to operate.
Yeah.
That's not the way the system works. Like, so there's a lot of things, and I think that's where a lot of people run into like roadblocks in life because I want to do this first. It's not going to work like that.
Or at the very least, learn that system. Maybe your mind's in the right place.
People don't have the patience to do that anymore.
Yeah. What I was getting at is like maybe the suggestion, because sometimes people listen to guys like yourself and we talk, and they want to know like how do they get there? How it's always the kind of question that comes up, right? And I feel obligated in certain ways to kind of enlighten them if I can, in the fact that there's if you can, which there isn't. You can't always do that.
Right.
But at least it's fun to talk about too for me. So it's like, like maybe you are questioning the system, but learn the system first before you figure out a way to fix it. Maybe your heart's in a good place. You're like, there's a better way to do this.
There's a lot of people that just like.
But you got to learn that system first before you could start fucking it up.
But it starts like at an early age before even that. It's just like people. I feel like one of the coolest things to do now in society like is just. Be the rebel, be the outlier, be the one that like everybody likes something. Nah, it's not that good. Like everybody likes.
I'm just laughing because I'm picturing my father, and that's how he raised me. That's like he was a rebel, but like it was like before it was cool to be a rebel.
Just to be the.
And now it pisses me off because he still does it, and I'm like, you're just hating to hate.
Yeah, it's just like like if like man, this. this was a really beautiful art piece. I've seen better.
Like, yeah, maybe you have, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that this is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. Michael Vick was better.
I don't know how you make that argument, but athletically, maybe, yeah.
Athletic, absolutely. But like,
but what makes a perfect football player?
Who's the system?
Whose
system worked?
Exactly, 100%. Like at the end of the day,
there's facts and then there's opinions of things. I'm sorry. Like, I love Lamar Jackson. Is he a better quarterback than Tom Brady? Who's more fun to watch? Yes, but the stats and the system shows that this was a success. You can't argue with 7 Super Bowls.
You can't.
You can't. There's like. Yes.
I wanted to argue all those. I'm a Raiders fan.
You want to.
I'm a Raiders fan, and I fucking hated Tom Brady from the Tuck rule until I came around and had to show respect.
Then you're like,
this guy's
yeah. Then he wins 4 Super Bowls later. You're like, that Tuck rule didn't mean shit.
No, it didn't mean shit. It didn't mean anything. He would have won anyway.
He could have had that game.
I just wish it didn't happen off the Raiders.
Right. Yeah. He could have won that game and still won the ring.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't going to change. Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't going to change anything. But I think there's like a society that's like made it the cool thing to do is just be like anti this, anti that, or argue like things that they can't do. Like I hear it, I see it every week. I see it every day.